Welcome to UMT Blue World. I'm Natasha Abbas.
And I'm Nur Fatiha Omar.
Today, let's have a look on what coral reef is. Coral reef is one of the important inhabitants of shallow tropical ocean. Coral reef is like the rainforest of the sea. Coral reef are large underwater structure compound of the skeleton of colonies marine invertebrates called coral. A coral reef may look like a branch of colorful rocks, or perhaps some unusual looking animals, but it's actually a strange primitive animal. Each coral animal, called polyp, is actually only about the size of a pearl. Coral is related to another tentacle-equipped animal, which is jelly. But unlike the jellies, coral polyp grow together in the colonies called a coral head. When many coral colonies grow together, the result is a reef. Coral reef is living, growing structure that provides nook and crannies for everything, from invertebrates to fish. A reef is like a building, providing housing and protection for thousands of animals. So much life in tropical ocean depends on coral reef. Unfortunately, many coral reef has been degraded over the past 2 to 3 decades through a combination of human and natural disturbance. Related to our topic today, we will go through about the causes, the effects, and the solution how to sustain the coral reef. Now, we go to Arina Nuha to share about the cause of coral loss.
Thank you, Natasha Abbas. I am Nur Arina Nuha, reporter of UMT Blue. I am going to talk about the main cause of coral reef destruction. One of the main causes of coral reef destruction is ocean acidification. Based on National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration of the United States, ocean acidification refers to a reduction of pH of oceans over an extended period of time, caused primarily by the uptake of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. According to John Rafferty, ocean acidification is largely result of the loading of Earth's atmosphere with large quantity of carbon dioxide, which is produced by vehicles, industrial and agricultural processes. Since the beginning of industrial revolutions about 1750, roughly 1/3 to 1/2 of carbon dioxide released into the atmosphere by human activity has been absorbed by the ocean. During that period, scientists has estimated the average pH of seawater declined from 8.19 to 8.05, which corresponds to a 30% increase in acidity. The increase in acidity of the oceans threatens coral reef by making it harder for coral to build their skeleton. A new research led by scientists of Wood Hole Oceanographic Institution (WHOI) shows that ocean acidification particularly impedes the thickening process, decreasing the skeleton density and leaving them vulnerable to break. Thank you, and we're back to the studio.
Thank you to Nur Arina Nuha. Next, we move to Nur Fazira Fauzi for another cause of coral loss.
Good evening. I, Fazira Fauzi, the reporter of UMT Blue World, will report to you the cause of the coral loss. The cause of the coral loss is tourism activities. According to Julia 2011, coral disease were 15 times more prevalent at reef with offshore tourism compared to the nearby reef without life. For example, scuba recreational diving and snorkeling, recreational diving and snorkeling on coral reef. Surveys on 10,499 corals at the island of Koh Tao, Thailand, revealed that the mean prevalence of healthy coral at low use site is 79% compared to the high use site, which is 45%. This is according to Julia 2014 statistics. Divers, snorkelers, and other sea lovers will damage the reef by playing on them, stepping or sitting on them, and touch the and touch them that will expose the coral reef to human skin oil. When they touch the coral, pollute or break off part of the coral will experience stress. The coral organism will try to fight off the intrusion, but this process often leads to coral bleaching. Coral bleaching is when coral expel the bright color algae that live in them and become completely white. Once coral will bleach, they die and no longer contribute to the biodiversity of the reef community. Besides that, the tourists will apply sunblocks on their skin and body. Chemical compounds contained in sunscreen and other personal care products have been demonstrated to reach detectable level in both fresh and seawater system. This is according to Daughters and Turners in 1999. This is because the sunscreens are lipophilic. Their UV filters can bioaccumulate in aquatic animals. The effect of sunscreen due to organic ultraviolet filters, which are able to induce the lytic virus cycle in symbiotic zooxanthellae with latent infection. This will cause the coral bleaching and coral loss in our ecosystem. That's all for me, and we back to the studio.
Thank you to Nur Fazira Fauzi. Despite of all of the causes, we'll move to Shamimi Nur Fatin to share about the effect and the solution towards the coral ecosystem.
I, Shamini Fatin, the reporter of the Empty Blue World, will report to you the effects of coral reef loss. The loss of coral reef habitat may adversely affect the world in short or long term. One of the effects are caused by the ocean acidification. It is estimated that about 30 to 40% of carbon dioxide from human activities release into the atmosphere and dissolve into oceans. The increasing amount of dissolved carbon dioxide in the ocean lowers the pH and decreases the availability of carbonate ions in the ocean, which are needed by the coral in order for them to form their shells. This condition causes the marine life having difficulty in order to adapt with the new levels of acid in the ocean. This causes the shells of the corals to erode, and species are forever poisoned due to lack of calcium carbonate ion in ocean. Besides, coral reef platform protects coastal areas against hazards such as wave run-up, overtopping, flooding, and also erosion by dissipating the wave energy at some distance from the shoreline. Coral reef loss cause the coastline to become vulnerable to wave action and tropical storms. As the coral is destroyed by human activities, there will be no coral left, and it makes the continental shelf free from any barriers that protect the coastline from any waves. Thus, fishes are tainted and low supply due to poor food web. At the end of the day, fishermen will be unable to provide food for the communities, and they will suffer when fish cannot be sold. Despite of all the effects of coral reef loss, there are several solutions that can be taken by us in order for us to protect these species. One of the solutions is through education. We can explain to people what are the importance of coral reef to the ecosystem and also for us. Next is by reducing the amount of carbon emission to the atmosphere, as it is one of the main causes why ocean acidification occurs. And lastly is by tightening up the regulations. We move back to the studio.
Thank you to Shamimi Nur Fatin for your information. As a conclusion, it is clear that the Earth system are depending to each other. We also clear that any changes in the environment, such as ocean acidification and tourism activities, will eventually threat this ecosystem. In summary, rising amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere due to the excess emission of carbon dioxide from human activities alter the pH of the ocean and disturb the shell-forming carbonate minerals for the coral reef. This problem will make the ocean acidification issue at a rapid pace. Aside from that, whenever tourists do underwater activities, they will carelessly touch and play with the coral, as the chemical substance applied to their skin, such as sunscreen, This unwanted chemical will stick to the coral and damage their biological reproduction. By seeing this extreme situation of coral reef issue, make us think what action should we take in order to maintain the sustainability of the coral ecosystem. The good news is many scientists, not only in Malaysia but all around the world, are working to understand the biology of coral as well as the activities of humans that affect the coral system. All in all, there are so many marine life that depends to the coral reef. So it is our responsibility to help keep coral healthy and in a good shape, as the threats mentioned before might wipe out most of the coral reef all around the world on Earth. The last but not least, we would like to remind you that the decision is up to us, whether we are the one who sustain it or the one who ruin it. Act decisively today.
We will end the UMT Blue World with short video. Thank you and good night.